Also had the PFL over the weekend. Jon Jones was cornering his boy Maurice Green. So we did get to see a face-off between Francis Ngannou and Jones, which was kind of nice. It's it's a little bit of a tease because the fight's never going to happen. But it was nice to see as a fan. I just think that, I mean, it was inevitable because Jones was there. He was going to be, Francis Ngannou was promoting and stuff. It was inevitable. But it's more annoying than anything else because even though Ngannou has left the UFC, there is nothing stopping that fight from happening. They can co-promote. I mean, Bellator did it with Ryzen pretty successfully, the Japanese company. It's just the UFC has never felt the need to do it because they don't necessarily get anything from it. They're just essentially raising up their opponent and giving them extra eyes, giving them an extra platform to work on. So I don't think they would ever do it, and it's a bit of an annoyance because that would definitely be one of the biggest fights ever in MMA and one of the biggest co-promotions because I just remembered that the UFC did a co-promotion with Mayweather's team to do the McGregor Mayweather. But it's definitely going to be up there if they did decide to do it. I think the MMA fans would love it. It would be a bit of a mess in terms of it wouldn't be for a championship or anything. If Ngannou wins, it's 1-0 PFL, gives them a bunch of bragging rights. Dana White's not going to do that. I mean, look how petty Dana White is when Ngannou announced he was going to the PFL. He announced a bunch of insane fights to try and give a smoke screen to take away the spotlight, so to speak. So yeah, I mean, it's just so annoying that we're never gonna get that fight, right? You've got to agree because Jones has finally made his way to heavyweight. Ngannou is arguably the scariest heavyweight ever. We want to see them fight, and we've had our chance. Ngannou was champion. Jones was fucking about. I definitely think it's Jones's fault if there's a finger to be pointed at anyone here because he's the one that took the break for 3 years. It's not Francis ran away. Francis left when his contract ended, and he made it pretty clear that he was going to do that. Jones had all the time in the world. If you're gonna be devil's advocate and look at it from that perspective, you can be like, Jones was the one that was scared, but knowing Jones as a competitor, and I don't think he is, and I also read recently that DC commented on it saying that when he faced off with Jones before, he saw Jones was never scared to fight him. He saw the same look in his eye with Ngannou, and that competitiveness came out in him during that face off, which I 100% believe. I don't think Jones is scared of anyone. I just think he took too long to go up to heavyweight, and he's kind of ruined the chance of us ever seeing that fight. Now, is there a part of me that maybe it will happen one day? Yeah, but let's be realistic, it's not going to. So that annoys me.